From Montenegro to Albania so far is breathtaking. We can see so many mountain peaks. This area is called Skadar. I just spotted a snake on the road, and it's something that you don't get to see very often.
Have you run it over?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But it was on the side of the road. It wasn't that big though.
That's it, we're in.
And we made it to Albania! Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
We're in. To be honest, all the border crossings here, to Bosnia
Very
and to Montenegro, now in Albania, very, very quick, very easy.
So smooth. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's like smiling, you know, and letting us go.
No
Woo!
queues.
No queues, nothing.
Before we left Montenegro, we actually filled up on the LPG and most importantly on the diesel, because surprisingly it's very expensive here. It's about €1.90, sorry. Well, it's nearly €2 basically, so very, very expensive, and that's quite surprising for Albania.
It's a marvelous view when you see flat land and then the houses. They really stand out because of their terracotta rooftops.
The reason we're driving into this chaos here in Shkodër is because we need a SIM card. So we're on the lookout for a Vodafone. You can tell that we're entering a very large town because everyone is just driving crazy, loads of people everywhere crossing the road, and you need 4 eyes on the road. The people are so cool, they're just so relaxed. Like one guy, he cut us off and he's like, oh, sorry. It's fine. We're in no rush.
Alright, Chris. Look at this one.
Which way are you going, mate?
I'm so in love with this culture, to be honest. The only thing that we hate are the dogs on the street. They really, really break my heart. We already saw 4 in a busy road, and they were there just lying, you know. Oh.
I love it already. Just so much chaos. If you drive slow, you're alright. You just have to watch out for 12-year-olds on their motorbike.
Yeah, and people like this on the bikes coming your way.
That's what makes it cool, doesn't it?
We're basically parked like the locals. This is so wonderful and crazy at the same time, but it's until we get used to it, I think. Chris went to get the SIM card because we really need internet. We've been without it for a couple of days now. Look at this one. Just look at this one.
I went into Vodafone first and they wanted €27 for 30 gigabytes. So expensive.
Wow.
And now across the road there's this shop, it's called One.
It's local,
and this is the one I recommend. It's same price, 25 or €27, but we've got 100 gigabytes.
Oh, that's good.
Then we can just top it up in a few weeks' time.
Now, can you go to the bakery and buy me something?
Oh, we haven't got any money left. You put the SIM card in and I'll go to the bakery. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Oh, nice. So right now we're counting the number of Mercedes cars that we're seeing. In less than a minute we saw 10 already. 16.
There's just so many, and it's not a car like back in Europe. You see a lot of Audi, BMW, and then Tesla and stuff like that.
Yes.
And then here the Mercedes-Benz.
The Mercedes,
is so prominent.
Old ones to new ones.
Yeah, yeah. Even if you haven't got any money here, you buy an old Mercedes.
Yes.
I think it's a sign of class here in Albania.
It's so funny. Even this truck, look. Hello.
Charlene has spotted a snake. It's a real big one. It could be an anaconda. So she's made me turn the van around. I'm bloody tired when I get there. I'm turning around just to go and see this snake. I hope it is a snake now.
I don't know.
Where
I think it is a snake. Stop here. Stop here. Stop here. I think it's a snake. I don't know. We have to go there to see it.
Where is it?
In the water. But let's go and have a look.
Water?
Yes, in the water. I hope I'm not wrong.
I think it's a water pipe.
There. Is this a snake? There in the river, you see it?
They're tires, Charlie. They're tires.
You think so?
It's not a snake.
How do you know?
Just a bunch of rubber.
Oh.
Anaconda, my ass.
Oh my god. But they look like a snake from here.
Just a bunch of tyres.
Making our way to a distant place, just us two, somewhere new.
I've got to say there's much less rubbish here in Albania. I know we saw a lot along the main road when we were coming in, but in the countryside and where people live, there's actually a lot less rubbish in the streets than there was in Montenegro. There's definitely more dogs here though, because like along this road here, we've just stopped 2 or 3 times to feed some of the dogs. There's just so many, they're coming from everywhere.
Wow! The views are amazing.
We have parked up at this amazing place. It's a beautiful restaurant up here, and the camping in the lower part here is totally free of charge. So good that there are places like this here, and what a great way to start our trip in Albania.
I don't have to cook today, so that's the good part about this campsite.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Unbelievable.
We're also going to try some Albanian beer.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't this place amazing?
It's absolutely stunning. I can't believe that this is Albania, to be honest. I'm so impressed with the landscape. It feels like we're in Scotland all of a sudden,
Yes,
you know?
it's exactly the same, right?
It's so amazing.
Let's try the Albanian beer.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Perfect. I don't know what it is, but lately we've just been getting fantastic service wherever we go. Normally it's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes you go to nice places and you're disappointed, and sometimes you get surprised. But lately it's just been amazing. We've been finding these amazing spots like this place here. We're able to camp for free. We've got free electric, free water, we've got a toilet. It's amazing.
Free Wi-Fi as well.
Yeah. Obviously, of course, we're going to eat and have a beer here. Not bad for a view. Not bad at all. So although our start to van life in Albania has been absolutely amazing, we have had some bad news, to be honest, because I don't know if I shared this or not, but a few weeks ago we got a fine, and basically I thought it was for not paying a speeding fine at first, but then when I looked it up, we actually paid the speeding fine. So literally, since we've been living in the van, we've only ever got 3 tickets so far. I think 2 were in Austria, and this one in France, which we paid all 3 immediately. Now the one in France, they've sent us another bill for 450 euros. Basically we paid it on time, but because we have the van like set up on a company in France and not on our residential address, we also had to notify them as to who the driver was so they can knock off the points. But
they never told us anything while paying, you know?
Yeah.
No notification about that, you know, just nothing.
So we just paid it like as a normal fine, 90 euros, and it was done. And now we've got this fine of 450, which goes up to 1,800 euros. Now I contested it, but today is actually the day when it goes up. So we haven't received anything back, so we're just going to pay it, to be honest. A real big bummer. It's not even a fine. It's a fine for paying a fine, but not knowing about the process. Yeah. We've just paid that online now, and that's all done, and now we can enjoy this place. It's so beautiful here. Listen, if you're ever visiting these areas, definitely try and make it into Albania. I don't know, it's just this vibe that's so different. Like, don't get me wrong, we really loved Montenegro, but now that we're here, it's just bringing these kind of feelings of our time back in Turkey.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
People here are very nice, the same as in Turkey. And even the streets here, they're very clean. In the mountains, they're very, very clean. They take good care of the place. So that's something that we're noticing.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, like if you come here straight away, you're going to see it's dirty, there's a lot of dogs and stuff like that. But for us, as we were traveling from Montenegro, we can see that it's actually a bit better here
On a,
in regards to the rubbish. Like, the dogs are much worse.
it's so heartbreaking to see the situation that they're in, you know, these dogs. It's very sad. Our first time visiting Turkey, I cried so much. But then we visited the second time, and we visited places like Bulgaria as well. And now this time, you know, I'm not saying that I'm not feeling sad about it. I feel very, very sad. But I look at it differently now, because back then I wanted to just bring them all in the van, you know, and get them all sorted.
It's hard, but most we can do is give them food. And when you understand like the numbers and how big this problem is, that there's millions of dogs in this area of the road,
that's true.
Then you kind of understand, yeah, like you can't fix the problem, you can just help a little bit and keep on going.
This is Albania and this is Malta. Very, very, very small.
Yeah, small but it's nice.
Yes, it's
And
nice.
how old are you?
11 years old.
11 years old. You're the
years.
boss already.
A bread, and the pie,
Yes, for me, thank you.
Wow.
and it's just the beef.
We sit in a tree house, mountains, sky full of stars. We're at the end of November, and okay, it's a bit cold, but we're sitting outside. And that's just amazing for me. Can't believe it. Our main goal of this trip was to escape the winter, and that's what we're doing. This is the first time in a long time that we left Holly in the van, which is right underneath us.
That's true.
But there's this other couple here as well, and I think they've got a dog, and that's why she's barking. Thank you very much. Wow,
You're welcome.
it does look good. Thank
Yes,
you.
thanks.
You need something else?
No,
I think that's
we're
everything.
fine.
Yeah,
We're fine.
perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So the meat has arrived.
Wow, looks good.
I think this is my favourite thing, like when we're living in our van and travelling, when you get to find a place like this where you can stay and eat for 30 euros, or less than that. We don't even know, to be honest. We'll let you know how much all this costs. But when the camping's for free, whether this costs 20 euros or 40 euros, it doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. But we'll let you know. So we're back in the van. The total cost was 32 euros, so it wasn't too expensive. But keep in mind we're camping here for free, so when you add it all together, definitely worth it. Good night for now, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, we had an amazing night here. This morning we're just down walking a bit to the shore. And this place looks really, really tropical. The colour of the water is just so nice. And as you can see, we have some grey skies today, which takes a bit away from the colour, but it's still so beautiful here. So now we're just walking down. We're not really sure where we're going exactly. But
What's her name?
Lilu.
Oh, hello, Lilu.
come on, babe.
Somewhere new.
So we don't want to go near the edge here because,
It's all falling apart.
yeah, you can clearly see the line here. And at some point this whole bit is just gonna
Collapse, yeah.
collapse. Look at this line.
By the look of it, all of these rocks here, they look like wood, but they're rocks. It's something incredible because they're all like have these lines in them. We saw like this, I think, in Switzerland.
Looks like slate, yeah?
Yes, it is like so nice, right? The colors of it, look. Wow.
Long way
Like
down.
a well.
Yeah. Don't want to fall down there, do you?
Morning exercise.
Whew.
Whew, we're out of breath. But let's go to have breakfast. Oh my goodness.
See you another time.
Thank you very much.
Next time.
Right. Have
Bye.
a good day at school.
Yeah, really good. Have a nice trip.
Yes, thank you.
There's no point in delaying what we both already know. Escape this time with me. Escape this time with me.
So we We've just left the campsite we were staying at. Honestly, it was amazing. We really enjoyed it there. They were so hospitable. It was just a really, really nice place. We also met a lovely German couple that we were speaking to this morning. Now we're just heading out to the peninsula again, and obviously we stopped by to feed the dogs. They're actually new ones, I think. They're not even the same ones from yesterday.
So sad. Oh my god, they're so small.
So that's all our dog food gone. We managed to spread out the food at least, because there's 2 puppies here and the big dogs were coming to take all the food for themselves, so we had to kind of split out, and yeah, I fed some dogs while Charlene fed the puppies. Holly's been a good girl here inside. We're just parked in the middle of the road, to be honest. It's a very quiet street, but I think that should be it. Again, we're not solving the problem, but at least a few dogs had something to eat for today, which is nothing, to be honest, but what can you do? So we've continued further south and we've entered this area in the country. The town that we're at, or just on the outskirts of it, is called Fichte. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And we've just driven through this like country road here, up and down, and managed to park up the van on this hill. I think we're quite straight, but we've got really, really good views. We've got a fantastic view over the small town and the mountains there, and then in front of us, look at this.
Wow, it's like a postcard, really.
Look at this, we've got the
So
big
perfect.
mountain up there and this brown river, yeah? That's the only thing, maybe, it's brown.
It's nice though.
And we don't know if it's open yet, but there's a restaurant, I think, down here as well, which we might go and check out now. You might be asking, look at these two eating out every night, but we've just arrived in Albania and this is our kind of holiday. Like when we feel like we're in a place like this where it's nice and calm and relaxed and like people are friendly, we want to enjoy a bit and even support the local economy. So if it's a small family run shop
That have good food,
Yeah.
we're definitely going to go. So nice here, I really love it. It's so calm and quiet. People on the way here,
So
they
friendly,
were
everyone's
so
waving.
friendly, yes.
everyone's waving and speaking to us, hello, hello.
So nice.
Very, very nice spot. This is our second park up. I think this should be good because we're on the outskirts of the village. We're not really going to bother anyone. Not that anyone cares here because they're so friendly. Normally they're not bothered to see you. They're more like, welcome, or can I help you with anything? Which is amazing. But yeah, look at this view. I'm really impressed with the colour of these trees. Like these ones on the left hand side are so green. And so far, these views that we're seeing wherever we are just reminding us so much of Scotland. There's so many similarities between Albania and Scotland, and we never knew it.
And so far there are no dogs here, so Holly can really enjoy her time outside, because in these countries we are very cautious when we take Holly outside, or we just leave her like she is now, you know. So yes, in this part there are no dogs, stray dogs.
So far.
Unfortunately, here in Albania they have a big problem.
So we actually just checked out this restaurant online. It looks like the prices are rather expensive. About 50 euros for 2 meals. So I think we're going to skip it, and we found this other place, looks really good, and it's called Charlene's Kitchen. The only problem is that
I'm tired.
you haven't done anything today.
No,
Oh no, you have.
I'm still asleep. Oh,
Nice spot though, yeah?
yeah.
So we've been here less than 2 days and we're already in love with this country. I can tell that Albania is going to have a special place in our heart, and I'm sure it's going to be the favourite out of this like mini Western Balkan trip. So the sun has just set. It's pretty cloudy, so it's got a bit dark quite quickly today. There was just a goat herder here. Couldn't speak a word of English, but he seemed really nice, and he was just enjoying watching me film his goats. I had no idea what he's saying, but everyone's just so friendly here. So I think that's it for our first installment of the Albania series. Really hope you enjoyed coming with us here for our first 2 days in this beautiful country. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week for another one. Bye!